Hi everyone, Iulo here with Scalp Micro USA, and welcome to the first episode of Scalp Micro Support. Okay, so today we're going to be answering some of your questions that you've left on our various social media platforms. So let's get right to it. First question comes in from Daniel Casana. He says, looks good, how long does it last? Well, this is a very common question. It will take 2 to 4 sessions to complete your treatment. After that, you can expect a long-term result here that will last about 4 to 6 years before you need to come in for a slight touch-up session. Over that time, the color will just start to slowly lighten until you feel it's time to visit us again to re-strengthen your look. Okay, so let's go on to the next question, and it comes from Jonathan Capiciano. And I thought I had an Italian last name. He says, I saw the video for the FUT scarring you guys do. Good job on that. So is this a tattoo for your head? Well, thank you, Jonathan. Yes, we do a lot of scar camouflage here at Scalp Micro USA for both the strip transplant scars as well as the FUE transplant scars. But you go on to ask, is this a tattoo on your head? Well, there are 3 distinct differences between what we do and what a standard tattoo artist would do. One is we do not go as deep into the skin. We're going just under that first layer of skin so that the pigment will hold in there for a certain amount of years. Number 2 is we are using a different type of pigment that is designed specifically for scalp micropigmentation. And the last, we're not concerned with drawing on you or shading. We are using a pointillism method in order to replicate the most realistic tiny little hair follicles. All right, so let's move on to the next question. This one comes in from Walid Riyad, and he asks, H much? All right, so let's really dig into that one for a second. I believe H will stand for how, and I think Walid is asking how much does this treatment cost? Well, the cost varies depending on the client, and we base our pricing off of your hair loss level, okay? We use a Norwood level classification, which basically shows us where you fall on the male pattern hair loss level. The cost can range anywhere from $2,000 up to about $3,500, but we urge you guys to get in contact with us. Send us an email, give us a phone call, set up a in-person consultation so we can review your treatment plan and give you a personalized price quote. All right, let's do another one. This one comes in from Edgar Sandoval. He writes, so do they just go over the problematic areas or do they tattoo the entire head for a uniform look? Okay, the goal of scalp micropigmentation is to go into the areas and pigment where you have receded, where you're thinning, or where you're totally bald, while blending into your natural hair. Okay, for instance, take a look at me. I've had the work done from hairline all the way back to the crown, as well as a little bit on the profiles, which is now blended into my hair. Those were my problematic areas. We do want to make sure that we blend into your existing hair to create a seamless transition, but no, we are not going to just cover the whole head, even where you have some hair, because that would create too dark and too uniform a look. It's all about creating a seamless transition for the most realistic outcome. Okay, we got another question. This one is from Joshua Martinez, and he asked, can't I just go to a tattoo shop? LOL. I'm gonna let my colleague Frank handle this one. Frank? Frank, don't freeze up, man. Okay, Frank, I'll come in for the save. First off, Joshua, I love your profile picture. The Dark Knight is one of my favorite movies, and the Joker was what an amazing character. To answer your question, absolutely not. You cannot just go to any old person to do this. You need to seek out a certified and licensed micropigmentation professional, someone that has a portfolio of their work to show you of a variety of different cases. This takes time and training and knowledge in permanent cosmetics to be able to perform this type of treatment. So make sure to do your homework and seek someone that you feel comfortable with. All right, let's go on to the next question. This one comes in from Frankie Grillo on our Instagram account. He writes, what can be done with light blonde hair and how many sessions does that usually take? Well, the good news is we can match to any color hair tone, whether you're very blonde or even if you're going gray or show some gray hairs. We use a dilution scale where we dilute our pigment down according to your skin tone and hair color. So even if you have light tones to your hair, just means we have to dilute the pigment a little bit more to get that shade. We get a lot of clients that have a little bit of gray. When you cut your hair down, it's all a shade of gray, which we're able to match to. And even if you keep your hair a little bit longer, we will dilute it down to get that perfect match. All right, so let's move on to the next question. This one comes in from Beauty Guru 407, and she writes, where can I get information on the training class? All right, Beauty Guru. Well, you can find information about our training program on our main website. There's actually a whole section dedicated to our training course where you can find out more information and actually register. As always, you can message us on Instagram or Facebook, and we have a lot of information we can get over to you. Actually, let's talk real quick about our training program. We offer a monthly 4-day Master's Foundation course in scalp micropigmentation. It's a really comprehensive course for those looking to get into the industry. We cover a lot on theory, we do a lot of workshops, as well as have you guys actually work on real clients under our supervision. It's led by myself, as well as Iris Azar, our medical advisor and lead technician, Ken Boyle, who works with myself out of the New York clinic, and in our Houston location, we have Greg Lauricella as well, one of our masterful artists as well down there. So if you're looking for more information, get in touch and we can get you signed up. Okay, let's move on to our final question. This one comes in from Flyboy Uno. I think I said that right. He says, how can I sign up? That's really easy. There's a lot of ways you can get in touch with us. As always, you can give us a call anytime or send us an email. If you're close to one of our clinics in New York or Houston, you can always stop in for an in-person consultation where you'll meet with one of the specialists in person to discuss your treatment program. If you're not as close, but you still want to get some information, feel free to email us over some photos. A specialist will get back to you with a treatment plan and a price quote that way. Okay, everyone, this has been our first episode of Scalp Micro Support. Thank you all so much for all your questions. Please keep them coming. All you have to do is hashtag Scalp Micro Support on any of our social channels, and we'll get those answers out to you. Remember, we are on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube. Until next time, thanks for watching.